Hey everyone, welcome back to Max Tac Motorsports. This is our first video of 2021. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have followed the channel so far, whether it's on Instagram or on YouTube, as you guys can see. Any subscription, comment, like, anything on Instagram, it helps a lot. And you know, it's been a bit of a journey for the first year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I have to improve on myself as far as editing, doing these videos right now, but it's all part of the process. Also want to thank everyone so far that has either volunteered or wanted to be a part of these videos with showcasing your car, interviews, all that stuff, right? So unfortunately, right now we are in a bit of a lockdown, which is making it very difficult for me to get out to any meets or meet up with people with their cars. Even with the winter time, you know what I mean? A lot of people have their cars in storage. So yeah, today we're just gonna be doing a bit of a garage video with updating you guys on the channel and just some new parts that we picked up for both the RX-7 and the GTI. So again, I appreciate all of you so far, so let's get to it. So again, we're in the garage today. The last time I left you guys, we just did the Volkswagen GTI exhaust with the 3-inch turbo back. So yeah, I hope you guys like that video. As far as the MK4 community goes, again, great exhaust done by Top Gear Automotive in Cambridge. But anyway, so we have the RX-7 in storage here. The GTI also is in storage, and we probably won't be seeing that till, I'm assuming, going to probably be about April, maybe in May. But that doesn't mean we can't go out and buy some parts in the meantime, right? So let's just take a look at some of the stuff we got so far. So first and foremost, these are actually a set of Crown Vic meshies right here. So as you guys know, the RX-7 is currently running on Cosmos rims, which yeah, I do love. I love the color of them, I love the size of them, but I've always kind of had a soft spot for the kind of honeycomb mesh sort of style with the deep lip, almost BBS if you guys will. I think they look absolutely amazing on these FCs. They look great on 240s. They look great on 300 ZXs, the Z31s. They look good on a lot of stuff, actually. So yeah, we went out and bought a set. These are 16 by 8-inch, I believe they are, or 7.5-inch. And again, yeah, we have nice lips on here. And yeah, the center part, as you guys can see, it's not in bad shape, to be honest. I didn't pay too much for these, but I'm really looking forward to them. And I think our plan for these right now is we're going to have these lips repolished, and I think I'm going to go with the deep gloss bronze for the center. I think that'll look absolutely amazing on the RX-7. And then we'll be grabbing ourselves, I think we're going to go with the 205 50 sidewall tire on it. That should be big enough and fit just perfectly. I might have to roll the front fenders on the RX-7 here, which is not something I really want to do with the original fenders, but I was prepared to do it if necessary with the coilovers and the Cosmos on there right now. So we also have our spacers. These are the 5mm spacers I showed you guys a while ago. Yeah, so if you guys are planning to run Crown Vic mesh wheels or Grand Marquis, you could get them off both. But these ones, I believe they're 0 offset. And if you have the bigger brakes on the RX-7 FC, you're going to have to for sure run a 5mm spacer on the front. So that's just a little kind of tech tip for you guys there. But yeah, man, these things look awesome. Like, honestly, they're so hard to find, at least up here in Canada, like, or in Toronto area. Like, with all the salt and everything, it's hard to get these rims. And most Crown Vics and Grand Marquis are mostly daily driven, but these ones for sure, like, the lips are in great shape. There's no bends on any of these, no cracks on any of them, so it's just a matter of cleaning them up and doing the center. But you guys have seen the FC, it's white. If you guys have another color combo you think that would look absolutely killer on these things, by all means you can comment on it. But I think I'm going to go with like a nice deep, almost copper, but like a nice deep bronze, gloss bronze, with the polished lip, of course. So, but yeah, so we got that. Obviously, there's our other seat from for the GTI. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the new stuff that we bought. All right, so what we got here too is we went out and bought ourselves an Underglow kit. Actually, believe it or not, this is going to be going on to the GTI. I will admit, guys, I'm a huge sucker for lights. I love cool color lights and kind of atmospheric lights. It's always been a thing that I've always thought it was pretty cool. Obviously, the RX-7 has 3000K LED headlights, but back in the early 90s, in the Rice era, we had a lot of Underglow, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I got kind of sick of it pretty fast. But with LED technology now, it just looks so good and it's so crisp. Pretty much every vehicle I own has some sort of LED license plate lights. I think they look awesome. Obviously, the interior lights I've done on a lot of cars, headlights and stuff, but yeah, I think for the GTI, considering it's just going to be a fun little car I can take to the track or take to a couple meets for any Max Stack event or whatever, I think it's going to look absolutely awesome with the LED kind of underglow kit with it. So I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm probably going to stuff some in the grill and maybe in the lower grills and maybe some at the back, but yeah, so let's just take a look at this. This is from superbrightleds.com. If you guys watched some of the other videos in the past, you guys will know that I went out and I bought some stuff from them before. But yeah, let's just take a look at this kit right here. So what this pretty much is, there's like a little battery because it has a controller. So yeah, what this pretty much is right here is an 8-piece multicolor light kit right here. So it is RGB. Which is awesome because as you guys probably know with LEDs and stuff, that gives me the option to have different types of lights. I can change the brightness. I can, do a little bit of functionality with it as far as like flashing or smooth transitions and whatnot. So, yeah. So this is what we got. There is the part number for you guys from Super Bright LEDs. There you go. So there's a part number, and there's actually a picture of what everything looks like here. So they're just small little strips. I didn't go and spend like $200-300 on like nice long, lights for the side skirts and at the back and whatnot. I didn't want to really spend that much on it just because it is an underglow kit, and to be honest, like I don't need like the full setup. I just want to kind of have some accent lighting in certain areas. But yeah, for the 8-piece kit here, they do make this in a 4-piece as well. But for the 8-piece here, we have two 5-inch light strips, two 6 3/4, and two 8 3/4. Actually, it does say four 6 3/4 inch strips there. As well as we have our light controller, a couple other things, nothing too crazy. And then everything is run on like a little remote. So it kind of looks like a remote that you would find with like a car, as well as far as you can see right here actually. So almost like your horn and locking a car and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, there it is right there. Gives us all the colors of red, blue, pink, green, gold, purple, white, everything. But yeah, so that's one of the first things that we went out and bought. I'm just going to kind of undo this thing right here so you guys can take a look at it. Okay, guys, so there it is. As you guys can see, I'm not going to take everything out of the package today because this won't be going on to the car until probably when we get it back in April. But yeah, with Super Bright, like I've always had good times with them. I've never had any bad issues. Like I think they're somewhere in the States, but they shipped this to Canada within like 4 days, 3 days or something like that of me ordering. And so far, every single light that I've got off of them, I have a light bar on my truck from them. I have interior light bulbs everywhere. Obviously, you guys know that the RX-7 headlights are from them as well. I've never had any issues with them. And, I probably could have gone to like Crappy Tire, or I could have gone Amazon and find a kit that was probably a lot cheaper. But, I spent a little bit more. Like this was $89. So $89 American. So that, yeah, with the dollar right now, it's not really the best price, but I can just see already with the quality. Like, full weatherproof. I think these are IP67, which means they're pretty good quality as far as the weatherproofing goes. 3M tape, built-in fuse. It's already got a ballast in there. And then there's a controller, you can kind of see it. And then the one thing that I was really excited about with it was you can kind of see the lights inside. Like, that is thick. Like, thick, protected. The wiring going into there is protected. Like, I'm not going to have to worry about water being sprayed up in there and ruining these lights. Even though I probably won't be driving the car in the rain at all, or at least I don't plan on it. But even some of those like foggy days where moisture kind of sits underneath the car, I don't have to worry about that. Everything's professionally heat shrunk. It's yeah, it looks pretty sweet. So I will be doing a full install video on this when we do get the GTI back in the future, obviously, for you guys. But yeah, I don't know, I know a lot of people don't like Underglow and all that stuff, but I'll be honest, it's making a bit of a comeback, and I think thanks to LED technology is the reason why. But they look so good now on cars and certain cars, but I just think for a nighttime event, or if I can get a track day in the night, I just think it'll look so cool. If you guys watch any sort of IMSA racing, you guys would know a lot of the endurance racing that they do overnight, whether it be 24 hours at Daytona or the Le Mans 24 hours or any of that stuff. There's always cars that have LED strips on them. The reason why they do that in that series is actually so the spotters can recognize their cars from the roof or wherever they're spotting from. But yeah, so there it is right there. This is from Super Bright LEDs again, and yeah, I'm really excited to do an actual install video with that. But let's take a look at the next product. So another thing that we went out and bought, guys, is so these are V-belts for the RX-7. This is still the original motor from 1988. It's got 115,000 on it, I think it has. So the stock belts are starting to shred, and you know what I mean, I don't want to risk them snapping or fraying out or any of that stuff. So I went out and bought myself a couple new belts. We have our main belts. We have this is the belt for the relocated or alternate bracket, I guess you can say, for the power steering pump. And then we have this guy right here, which I think goes to the air pump on the rotary on the 13B. So just another small thing that we've got so far over the winter. You know what I mean, I'm kind of hoping in the long run to rebuild this rotary. I would like to do, you know what I mean, a nice street port engine, nothing too crazy. You know what I mean, if I could get rid of the air pump and maybe do a full emissions delete, that'd be pretty sweet. But in the meantime, you know what I mean, I got a lot going on in my life as it is right now, and with me trying to get onto the track, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to have some fun, right? So, but yeah, that's just another thing. We also went out and got ourselves this guy right here. So this is from 034 or 34 Motorsports, as they might call themselves. But yeah, so this is actually a coil pack cover. So what a lot of guys will do is they'll run either you know what I mean, they'll run like kind of like that red stuff from like ECS tuning. It's kind of like a plastic shield that goes over the coil packs or the coil pack wiring. If you guys saw in some of the videos with the GTI, I actually went out and bought sheathing from DEI. It was kind of like almost like wire loom. So very similar to, I don't have any in here, but very similar to like your plastic wire loom, but it's got a lot more heat resistance on it. So yeah, the coil pack wiring's already been covered up, but yeah, I bought this little guy right here. It was just straight aluminum when I bought it. So straight aluminum, already pre-cut. I got this from Das Parts in Cambridge. You can see them if you're local. If not, I'm sure you can order from 34 Motorsport here. But yeah, and then we went out, we bought ourselves some more DEI thermal tape with the gold. Not only does it look amazing, but it also does a great job reflecting heat. Now, do I need this? I probably don't. This is something that I think most people use when they do an upgraded turbo for an MK4 or any sort of setup like that. But I just wanted that extra protection over the valve cover where the coil packs are. So we bought that, we wrapped it, and it does come with hardware. So it does come with bolts. So if you guys are looking into it, you can kind of see, yeah, there's like, I already have the holes there, but it does come with bolts, and it will kind of sit just like that over the 1.8 turbo that comes on the GTI. So yeah, that's another thing we went out and bought, which I think looks pretty cool. It wasn't that expensive either. I think this was like 50 bucks Canadian, and then adding in the thermal wrap, I think that's a little bit more obviously, but I bought like, I think like 20 feet of it that I can always use if I want to put on the RX-7 or if I want to throw it more on the GTI. But yeah, we'll put that in our little stockpile here. We also went out and bought ourselves brand new control arms. So these are brand new OEM spec, so completely OEM replaceable control arms for the MK4, the GTI. They also come with R32 bushings, so a little bit more of a stiffer bushing, which I'm pretty stoked about. I was going to go with the polyurethane bushings, but from a lot of guys I've talked to, they said if I'm going to be doing track days as well as driving on the road, these R32 bushings will do more than the job. Polyurethane does have the habit of wearing out too fast if it's streetable too much, or even just really hard track days. Like, they work really, really well, don't get me wrong, but after a while they do start to go pretty quick. So yeah, these right here, these are brand new, comes with the ball joints. Again, I'm not going to really open up much of the stuff in the packaging just because I don't want it to get any sort of stuff on it over the winter time. But yeah, that's another thing that we got. Continue on with our products that we've bought over the winter so far. These are brand new tie rods for the GTI as well. All part of our goal to refresh the entire front suspension of the car, get everything up to snuff, stiffen everything up for our track days. But again, these are from Das Parts. Got a really good deal on them. They have the best deals around here. So yeah, looking forward to those as well. And then we also got from them, these are upper strut mounts. So again, for the GTI, a must-have if you're going to be redoing your suspension on the GTI. These paired with coilovers and the brand new control arms, oh my gosh guys, it's going to feel like a brand new car. These are from 34 Motorsport as well. I mean, you can also obviously buy stock OEM replacement, but I wanted something a little bit more stiffer and a little bit more performance oriented. So these are kind of the bearings that come with it. Again, guys, I'll be doing a full install video on all this stuff here. So the strut mounts, the tie rods, the control arms, even this little coil pack guy here, I will be doing a full install on that. And yeah, the last thing we got here, guys, are these right here. So those are flat stopper ramps. I mean, for the RX-7, we have them on, obviously, just because this baby's not going anywhere for a long time. And yeah, they're a little bit expensive, I will admit that. For what they are, like, honestly, these are like weird kind of foam. Like, it's not even plastic, they're like a weird foam. It's almost like they foamed them, or they formed them out of foam. And then it's almost like they sprayed them with like a tar almost. Like, it's really weird kind of material. But yeah, we bought these from JRP in Mississauga. They're just outside Toronto. And again, like, it probably would have been nice if I had those Crown Vics with tires on them, because I probably could have put them on now as rollers. But at the same time, I didn't want to have wheels going on and off of this car like crazy. I also didn't want to put different wheels on just because this thing is spec'd out. And as far as the alignment with the camber and the ride height, everything's kind of dialed in for this setup. So like, I have stock rims with tires, and they're amazing. They're in great condition. I could be perfect for rollers, but they won't fit in here anymore. It's not a chance with the huge sidewall that they have on them. So yeah, we went out and bought some ramps, and yeah, for the price, I hope they do a good job. I'll let you guys kind of know when I take this thing off of it. But yeah, there she is right there. And the rims, like, again, I don't know. I have days where I like them. I have days where I don't. Right now they look absolutely amazing. But I mean, for the size and the style, like, they're not really like I don't know, they don't really go with the whole JDM era like in the 80s, but at the same time they do have a really nice modern look to them. So I don't know. I bought the Vicks here to kind of see if I mean, one day get sick of these guys, I can maybe put those on, but I don't know yet. But anyways, guys, thanks again for another view on the video. Again, it is really hard right now to get some good car content out just because of the world we're living in, unfortunately. But I'll do the best I can for you guys. So we do have a new car here that is going to be used for figure eight racing. A lot of people that know me personally know that's what Max Attack Motorsports started off as, was a lot of derbies, a lot of figure eight racing, demo crosses, all that kind of stuff. So I will be showing you guys what we picked up. It does need some work for sure, but I think it will be a lot of fun to use. A little different as far as the derby community goes, but yeah, in the meantime, guys, thanks again. Stay safe. Please subscribe if you want to. You're more than welcome to comment any criticism you guys have or whatever you guys want to see. And again, Max Stack Motorsports on Instagram. Give us a follow. DM us your car. We love exhaust clips. So if you have a wicked exhaust you want to show off, send it to me. I'll be more than happy to share it. Let's get your car out there and let's have a good time with it. So thanks again. Stay safe, everyone. Take care for now.